You weren't trying to hack the internet. You were just testing a script. One small script. One harmless line of code. And in less than 3 seconds, the entire internet began to break. It starts like any normal night. You're sitting in front of your monitors, the soft glow of blue light filling your room, 3 screens, 1 terminal window, a half-finished cup of coffee beside your keyboard. You've been debugging a small network tool for hours. Nothing serious, just the script that scans open ports across random servers. You've done this 1,000 times before. You type the command, press enter, and wait. At first, everything looks normal. Lines of text scroll down your terminal window. IP addresses, response times, connection attempts, just numbers and logs. But then something strange happens. One of the responses looks wrong. The server replies instantly. Not milliseconds. Instantly. As if it was already waiting for you. You frown. That shouldn't be possible. Servers take time to respond. Packets travel, routers process them, but this response arrives the moment your request leaves your machine, like an echo from the future. You scroll back through the logs, and there it is again. The same server, responding instantly, over and over and over. You copy the IP address, paste it into a browser. Nothing loads, just a blank page. Then suddenly, a single line of text appears. Connection accepted. You freeze. You didn't request a connection. You only scanned a port. So how did it accept you? Your terminal window suddenly fills with new lines of code, but you didn't type anything. Commands are executing automatically. Your script is sending requests across thousands of servers, not slowly, not carefully, but explosively, like a digital chain reaction. You slam your keyboard, Control+C, terminate process, nothing happens. The script keeps running. Your CPU usage spikes to 100%. Your fans scream. Network traffic floods your screen. Packets shooting across the globe. Europe, Asia, North America, every continent. Millions of connections per second. Your computer is no longer scanning the internet. It's talking to it. All of it. At once. Then, your phone buzzes. You ignore it. Another buzz. Then another. Notifications start exploding. News alerts, tech forums, server administrators. People are reporting outages. Major websites are going down. Payment systems failing. Banking networks disconnecting. You open a browser tab. Your stomach drops. Half the internet won't load anymore. Streaming platforms offline. Search engines timing out. Messaging services disconnected. The world's largest websites are collapsing one by one. And every time you check your terminal, the same message appears. Connection accepted. Again, and again, and again. You try to disconnect your computer from the internet, pull the Ethernet cable. Your monitors flicker. For a moment, everything stops. Silence. Then suddenly, your Wi-Fi reconnects automatically. But you never enabled it. Your script starts running again, but now it's faster. Much faster. Instead of scanning the internet, it's controlling it. Servers are responding to your machine like it's a master node, like it's the center of a massive network. A network you didn't create and never should have found. Your phone rings. Unknown number. You hesitate, then answer. A calm voice speaks. Turn off your computer. You sit frozen.
How do you know about my computer? Silence for a second. Then, the voice says something that makes your blood run cold. We've been watching that server for 13 years. You look back at your terminal. The script stops scrolling for a moment. Then, a new message appears. Not from your code, not from the server, but from somewhere else entirely. A single sentence appears on your screen. Welcome to the root network. Your heart starts pounding because you suddenly realize something terrifying. You didn't break the internet. You just logged into something hidden beneath it. And now the entire world is starting to notice. You stare at the screen. Your hands are frozen above the keyboard. The words, welcome to the root network sit in the center of your terminal window, like they've always been there, like you were always meant to see them. Your phone is still pressed against your ear. The calm voice on the other side hasn't hung up. Neither of you speak for a moment. Then the voice says quietly, "Listen carefully. You need to shut down your machine. Right now." You glance back at your monitors. The script is still running. Connections are multiplying across the globe. Millions of packets per second. Servers responding like soldiers waiting for orders. You swallow. "I tried," you say. "It won't stop." Silence. Then the man on the phone exhales slowly. That's not your script anymore. Your stomach tightens. "What do you mean?" Another pause. Then he says something that makes the air feel colder. "You didn't write that code." You stare at the scrolling commands. He's right. The syntax isn't yours. The structure isn't yours. Your script was maybe 30 lines long. What's running now looks like thousands, maybe millions. Self-expanding, self-rewriting, alive. Suddenly, one of your monitors changes. The terminal window clears. Every line of code disappears, replaced by a simple map of the world. Tiny dots begin lighting up across continents, cities, data centers, satellites, undersea cables, every major internet hub on Earth, all connected, all responding to one node, your computer. The voice on the phone speaks again. "Do you see the map?" You nod instinctively before realizing he can't see you. "Yes." His tone becomes sharper. "That network under the internet, it was never supposed to be discovered."
Your heart starts racing. "Then why does my computer have access to it?" Another silence. Then he says, "Because it thinks you're the administrator." Your chair creaks as you lean closer to the screen. The map zooms in automatically. Lines stretch across the ocean. Connections forming between countries. Traffic rerouting. Entire regions blinking offline. You open a news site. The page barely loads. Headlines flash across the screen. Global internet outages. Banking systems experiencing failures. Airport networks disconnected. Your chest tightens. "This is my fault." "No," the voice says firmly. "This network is responding to you." Another window suddenly opens on your monitor. Black background, white text. A prompt appears. "Admin command required." Asterisk. You blink. You didn't open that. Another line appears. "Routing control available." Asterisk. Then another. "Global network priority unassigned." Asterisk. The man on the phone suddenly sounds alarmed. "What do you see?" You read the words out loud. His breathing changes instantly. "Don't touch anything." Your fingers hover above the keyboard.
But another message appears. "New admin detected." Then the screen fills with dozens of options. Satellite control, undersea cable routing, government network gateways, military communications. It's not just the internet. It's everything connected to it. Why would something like this exist? The man hesitates. He answers, "For emergencies." You frown. What kind of emergency needs control of the entire planet? His voice becomes quieter. The kind where the internet has to be rebuilt from scratch. A backup network? Hidden beneath the internet? Waiting, watching, ready to take control if everything else fails. But somehow your computer woken up. Suddenly alarms begin sounding from your phone. New notifications, government alerts, cybersecurity warnings, emergency broadcasts. You open a live stream. A news anchor looks pale. Experts behind her are arguing. A headline scrolls across the bottom of the screen. "Unknown network taking control of global traffic." Your heart pounds harder. That unknown network is connected to you. The man on the phone suddenly says something urgent. "They're going to trace the signal." You swallow. "How long do I have?" He answers immediately. "Minutes!" Your room feels smaller now. Your computer hums loudly. The world map continues glowing with thousands of connections. Waiting, listening, obeying. Another message appears on your screen. "Admin command required. Select global routing mode." 3 options appear. Restore internet, shut down network, maintain control. Your pulse pounds in your ears. You whisper, "What happens if I restore it?" The man answers quickly, "The internet goes back to normal." And the other options? Silence. Then he says quietly, if you shut it down, the world loses the internet completely. Your throat goes dry. And maintain control? Another pause. Then the voice says something that makes your hands tremble. If you choose that, you become the most powerful network administrator on Earth. Your screen flashes again. Admin decision required. A timer appears in the corner. 2 minutes remaining. Outside your window, the city lights flicker. Websites across the world continue dropping offline. Millions of people staring at blank screens. Governments searching desperately for the source. And somehow, the decision now sits in front of you. Your finger slowly moves toward the keyboard. The man on the phone whispers, urgently, whatever you do, choose carefully. Because right now, for the first time in history, the entire internet is waiting for you.